This week I've been thinking a lot about the practice of an educator. Doctors refer to what they do as their practice. Why? Because they're doing the best that they can today with what they know and what they have in front of them. They're always trying to do better. I think most teachers want to do this, but I think we also have to stop and ask ourselves, what are we missing? What have we done in the past that we have stopped doing that we should probably continue to do? What have we lost along the way? What new thing can we add to what we're already doing? I think these are reasonable questions for teachers to ask if they're truly engaging in a practice, the teaching practice. So I want to consider myself a practitioner, an educator in practice, that I practice educating. It's my prep period. But I just had this idea. It's Friday. It's time to do this. For example, my co-teacher had an issue getting the students to talk, to speak. So I thought about the activity and I realized, the language domains aren't very balanced. Let's get them writing, let's get them reading, writing, and then let's get them contributing. If they have something written, they're more likely to contribute, they're more likely to speak, they're more likely to listen. So reading, writing, sharing with their neighbor, and then sharing with the class what they learned from their neighbor, that's more along the lines of a balanced lesson. It's not going to work with every class. That's why it's a practice. Somewhere along the line, I used to do very well with that. I wasn't reminded until I observed this other teacher teaching. It's very important to do that. So, it could go on and on about this. I hear students arguing or complaining, really, complaining about the amount or the type of homework that other teachers are giving, and why can't they be more like you, Mr. Zahn? I said, well, because they're not. And that's not what's good for you. Hey, you want to have a variety of teachers with a variety of ideas about what's good for you. Okay, and if the teacher believes that doing these things will work in the long run, it's probably going to lead to success. They don't hand out teacher certifications like coupons. So, but it's a practice, and I have to continually ask myself, am I doing this right? How do I know? Where's my evidence? Have I made too many changes and I lost some of the good things I was doing? That happens. Am I overthinking this? Am I asking too much of them, or am I not asking enough? And how do I know? Where's the evidence? So important to be able to put your finger on where your ideas are coming from, where your information's coming from. Okay, it can get very emotional. It's a very creative process, teaching. That's why we have to think of it as a practice. It takes time, and it takes consistency, and it takes writing, and it takes reworking. So, yeah, I'm going to continue to do the things that I'm doing. Right now I have a whole mountain of feedback to give to students, and I'm going to consider looking at some of my old lessons and balance my language domains. That's kind of the thing I've been thinking about this week. It's been the idea of the week, and it just got me thinking, this is such a practice. How many other things have I done years ago that I don't do anymore that worked? Why did I stop doing it? What happened? Did I get some new innovative idea and then I innovated my good idea out of the plan? Like, innovation doesn't always work out for you. Just because it's new, and just because it could be novel or whatever, doesn't mean it's the right thing. So, it's a practice. We don't know exactly whether we're doing it right unless we're reevaluating, unless we're using real data, hard numbers, and most importantly, unless what we're doing is leading to students succeeding beyond these walls. So, have a good week.